for you this evening on What's Brewing Today. AI-driven contract lifecycle management platform Spotdraft that helps in-house legal teams manage their contract ecosystems has raised $54 million in Series B funding. Vertex Growth Singapore and Trident Partners were the lead investors, and existing investors like CNBC, Arkham Ventures, Process Ventures, and Premji Invest also participated in this round. To talk to us about the road ahead at Spotdraft, joining me now is its co-founder and CEO, Shashank Bijapur. Shashank, welcome to Startup Street. Like I mentioned, Spotdraft streamlines legal processes. Can you tell us how Spotdraft has improved efficiencies for legal teams, particularly with high volume contracts and reviews?
Well, thank you for having me on the show. If you look at contracts, we look at them as the very building blocks of any business. So every dollar coming in or out, or every rupee coming in or out, is because somebody signed a piece of paper. And the question is, how do you get that done right and on time without having legal as either a bottleneck or business taking the decisions without really the kind of things that they need to know in order to make a legally valid document? So what Spotdraft does is it helps businesses of all sizes help create, manage, analyze, and collaborate on contracts. So an MSA that would have taken a few weeks to complete now takes a couple of days to get signed and done.
Right, so from a few weeks, you've brought it down to a couple of days. But Shashank, tell me, what are the key areas the Series B fundraise of $54 million will focus on? And how do you plan to utilize the funds to drive Spotdraft's global expansion plans?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, there are three key areas that we are looking to use our Series D funding. First is in product expansion and product development. Second is market expansion. And third is building the team out. Now, specifically in terms of the product itself, with AI coming in, we were always the AI first company, but I think we've got a lot of superpowers and a lot of research that's going in there. Then, of course, the market expansion as well. We were predominantly a company that was based with a customer base in the US and the APAC region. Now we are expanding into the Middle East and European regions as well as going deeper into market segments. And finally, the team. Ultimately, every company does well because of the fantastic team that it has. And,
Sure.
we are expanding teams across the board.
Okay, so how do you see AI transforming the legal tech space, and what new AI features are you excited to roll out in the coming months?
Great question. So if you look at AI, AI is powered by what's called large language models, and language being sort of the key term there. Now, apart from the most difficult part of language that you're probably going to read today is Shakespeare, followed by a contract that perhaps reads something like notwithstanding anything contained in this agreement and subject to clause 3.4. And it is this kind of language that costs $1,200 to $1,800 an hour if you were to go to a law firm. So
Okay.
the reason we are sort of excited about what AI can do is take something that is slow, expensive, and extremely manual, and which is contract review, and turn that into a fully automated review platform using AI. So we feel like this is the next generation of how legal documents will be both drafted and analyzed.
Okay. Shashank, you've previously mentioned that 2025 will be an inflection point for Spotdraft. So what milestones or strategic moves are you aiming to achieve this year to solidify Spotdraft's leadership in the CLM market?
Yeah, I think look, we are on sort of track to expand both our revenue as well as our number of logos that we have. So what we feel is that given where AI is right now, 2025 will add a lot of value into going deeper into markets and really truly establishing ourselves as a market leader for mid-market companies as a CLM player.
Okay, Shashank, you previously mentioned that with Spotdraft expanding globally, you've got global plans. Tell us, what new markets are you eyeing and the kind of impact you hope to make there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we expect that we will be entering in a formal fashion the European and Middle Eastern markets, where we already have a few customers. We'll also be going much deeper into the US market. I'd like to say we are amongst the top 3 to 5 players in the mid-market CLM space. We probably will solidify ourselves as the number one player there over the next couple of years.
All right. Talk to us about the kind of impact your offerings, Verify AI and Click-Through have been able to make. Also, if you could take us to the current business growth numbers that you're seeing and the revenue picture. Are you profitable?
No, we're not profitable yet, but over the next 5 years, we hope to get to about, grow by at least 10 times now to get to about $100 million. That's the aim in the next 3 to 4 years. We'll get there, and profitability is probably another year and a half away for us. We're still in
Okay.
the growth phase. We're investing a lot into R&D and market expansion. With Verify and Click Through, these are two innovative products that we've launched. Verify is a completely automated contract review platform. It saves up to 70% time reviewing contracts instead of being done manually. We've got thousands of businesses using Verify to completely automate, let's say, an NDA review. And Click-Through is a click-wrap platform that helps businesses really get a audit trail of every single person who's come in and accepted the terms and conditions and leaves a audit trail behind it and makes it manageable as a platform as well. So both of these, including along with our CLM, are the three key products that we're offering. We're also soon launching a almost what could be termed as the operating system for in-house legal teams.
Okay.
And what it will do is not just deal with contracts, but pretty much everything that comes at the legal's desk.
All right. Let me end by asking you about the growth targets for the next 2 to 3 years. You spoke about in terms of the product offerings that is in the pipeline, but talk to us about the market presence and the impact on the legal tech landscape that you hope to make going forward.
Yeah. So, like I said, over the next 2 to 3 years, we are looking to grow pretty much doubling every year to get to about $100 million in ARR. And we'll continue to invest deeply into products that deal with the in-house counsel's problems and to ensure that they can do more with less. They're always strapped for time, strapped for budgets. So building tools that really automate a lot of the mundane legal work on their desk so that they can do
Sure.
things that are a lot more, strategic in nature, the way the legal is supposed to operate.
All right. And we wish you the very best with all your plans that you just mentioned. Shashank, many thanks for joining us on Startup Street today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Moving on Hot Seat today, we've got